Philip, tell us what you see.
Frog.
What is it?
A frog.
A frog. Alright, I'm going to show you a frog that was very common in our parts. And I believe they call it a leopard frog. Why do you think they call it a leopard frog, Philip?
It looks leopard.
I think I got those spots on it. There it is.
It's like I'm finally on camera.
Yeah, you're famous. You're famous. And he is hungry. There you go. Just let her reach through there. She'll... I got to take this old electric fence down. We don't use it anymore, do we?
The goat still can do it.
Yeah, I've got some cleaning up to do on this pen. If you see all this brush right here, we did some tree trimming with around the place, and I threw the brush over there, let the goats eat the leaves off. Well, I need to get the brush out of there now. Oh, Penny. She sure likes her bottle.
I'm always afraid to touch this.
That old handle, the ones we had didn't have a handle on this, Philip.
Yeah, I don't sometimes use the handle. I use like this.
Well, yeah, I like using the handle because they can pull and buck and everything else like that.
Well, I just want to do that.
Knock it out of your hands. Yeah, so watch her, she's gonna buck you in a second. You gotta pull it up and get all that milk out of there. That old tail just waggling back and forth.
Oh yeah. They're all gone. No.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I can use handle.
Like you got it. So Penny got put over here. In the pen by herself. It's nothing. Penny didn't get in trouble or anything like that. It's just she's getting big enough for the feed, and we've been feeding it some stuff we call baby beef, and it's kind of made for the transition period between the bottle going to straight feed. And if I put that out there with the goats, them old goats, they will eat them up. So she's over there. Ollie's not real happy because Ollie doesn't have her buddy. You want to put that inside the house and wash it out? And Ollie didn't have her buddy, his buddy. So it's just the way it's going. So I'm gonna go around here. I need to wash out my old goats and everybody. They're just hanging out over here in the shade. I'm gonna go wash out their water, get them some fresh water, and get Penny some more feed and water also. So just got a few things we got to do in this Oklahoma summer heat. It is probably about 99, maybe 100, something like that. Let's look. Let's see what it is. Heat advisory. It says it's 94, but it really feels like 106. And I'm sure that has to do with the heat, humidity and stuff like that. Or there's just somebody out there with some feelings that know what everybody feels like and what it really feels like. I don't know how they come up with that number. So it's hot and there's no wind at all. You can kind of look at the old walnut tree. There is no wind at all. So hot, humid, just that time of the year for Oklahoma. All right, so here's the food that we are feeding right here, or the feed that we're feeding, okay? This is just an old creep feed we use for the goats. There's dog food for Ollie. And this right here is what we call that baby beef, okay? It's a mixture of corn, oats, and look at kind of creep feed, and it has a mixture of molasses in there. While doing this, these goats, they like to attack you. And you gotta be quick, efficient, tricky, agile, just a little bit lucky, because these things are scary. Yeah. This one right here, I'll give you guys a guess what this one's name is. This one is Screamer. She's vocal. Margaret. Susie. She got the spot. And there's Billy Bob down there. Yep. There you.
I see Ollie right now.
Okay, let's do Ollie first. Where's Ollie at?
Ollie! I saw him down there.
Come on, Ollie.
Ollie!
Come on, boy. Come on, Ollie. Get over here. Ollie saw me with the water hose and he's hiding out. Come on, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, you're...
Where's all these goats? But yeah, I'm pretty goat, so.
Well, Ollie, he'll get them straightened out. Here we go, Ollie. There you go, boy.
Here's the goat. I want to get a goat.
Okay, there's goats, and that is going to be... We'll come back and get that feed. All right, here we go.
Oh, eat your food.
Come on, goats, let's go. Oh, watch out, Margaret. Get back. Quit playing. Oh, Ollie, you better go get your food. Look at them. Look at these goats. Get over it. Look at them. Look at them, Ollie. Straighten them out.
What?
Are you not hungry?
What have you been doing all day? Margaret, come back. Oh, Ollie, stop barking if you're not going to eat it. Well, you should be barking. Eat a little bit at least, most of it.
Ollie has become a very patient dog. All right, guys, come on. Let's go. Let's go get some food. Come on. Come on, go. Get out of here, Margaret. Come on. Yeah, we'll get it here in a second. Hey, get out of there, Margaret. It ain't your turn. Do some more. Feed her some more. There.
Margaret! That's the only goat you have in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, like, always full. More like, I don't know, water. I drink that water.
You are good, puppy dog.
You scared?
Yeah, this is my livestock guardian dog, old Ollivander. Part Anatola, Pyrenees, and one other breed. I can't remember what it was. You remember what it was, Ollie? Yeah, I don't think you remember what other breed you are. But he's a pretty good dog. You know, whenever I got him, he was working at a farm. He was just a little pup. You remember him, Bill, whenever we went and got him? Is that it?
It's not just big.
Yeah, he was small. And I talked to the guy, and he said on these livestock guardian dogs, you don't want to pet them or kind of show them any kind of love or whatever. You want them kind of be a little bit respectful of you and stuff like that. You don't want them kind of be your buddies. I just can't do it. You know, you see an old puppy and kids are around it, and you just gotta love on them. And because I guess probably some of it was the thought of him digging out of the pen and always wanting to be with the kids. I'm not sure. I think he mentioned something like that. But whenever we first got him, he was real skittish. He wouldn't come up to you, and but we worked with him, and we just couldn't help it, but just love on him.
And also, if you probably don't, like, pet him and stuff, would probably be like might bite you.
Yeah, and that was my other things. I wanted to make sure that he was going to be good with the kids, and I knew the kids were going to be out here and with the goats and the animals and stuff, and I didn't want to have to worry about them. And he loves on those kids. He gets real excited when they're in the pen. And you're just a good buddy, ain't you? You're a good dog. And he does a great job. Like every once in a while you'll find, you know, a snake that he's killed out here in the pen. We have lots of coyotes. Never, knock on wood, never lost a goat from a coyote. He had a problem with chickens at first, but he's good now. But he just does a great job. Very friendly, aren't you? Yep, you're just a friendly old puppy dog. Yep. He's great with Penny, but they're not together right now because I got to keep the feed separate from the goats. It's just part of it. All right. Well, we're getting the water troughs filled up. They're cleaned out, looking good. Goats slicked up the feed. So I've got the garden tilled up and it is ready to plant. And this really isn't a fall garden that I'm planting. This is more of a kind of a hope garden. I'm going to hope that these things, plants come up. It's not very, I mean, it's like 100 degrees out here. Actually, it's 94. We looked at that earlier. But it feels 106. So we'll just meet in the middle. But I've got some plants I want to try to plant. I'm going to try to do some squash, some zucchini, some cucumber, and then I've got some okra that I want to plant. I don't know if they're going to come up. I think the okra will probably be okay. But the squash and zucchini and cucumber, I kind of have my doubts. But I've got some extra seed, and it's better than just growing a bunch of weeds out here. So we're going to try it out and see, and I'll let you know how it works out here in Oklahoma. Other places in the country, you might be able to do it. I don't know here in Oklahoma. So this is not a fall garden. This is a hope garden. Hope it'll come up. So one of the things that I really like to do, and I don't know if everyone does it this way or not, is whenever you're laying out your rows, I have 2 stakes and then I'll have some twine in between there, and this is to keep your rows straight. Make sure you kind of where you're going. Margaret, you quit being angry. So on my stakes, I want to make sure that the string on there is spliced and that it's not new string, but it's old ratty string. It seems to work really good out there in the garden. And this is my setup. I've had this for probably going about 12 years, and it really works really well. What happens is it prolongs the process. It gets you frustrated, gets your blood pressure up, and you're constantly breaking the string and tying it back together, and you've got knots everywhere. And no, I'm just joking. I really need to get some new string put on there, and I just hadn't done it. But that's just kind of the way it is. All right, so I'm gonna go out there and get this stuff put in. All right, so I got it up there, and you can kind of see my smorgasbord of line. Real nice tie jobs. They got pretty bad. Next year I'm gonna be proactive and I'm gonna have some new string on that. Cause it's time. It's due some new string. Man. Oh, look at that sunflower. Might not be able to grow a whole lot of garden, vegetables and stuff, but I can grow some sunflowers. That's what I'm gonna do with them. I can grow them. Okay, so we got this row laid out right here. Got enough room on both sides. I'm gonna try to plant some cucumbers in there because they spread out like crazy. But my first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some okra, and then I'm probably gonna do a few squash, a few zucchini, and then I'm gonna finish it off with some cucumber there in the very back. Main thing what I want some okra. Dad's didn't do very good this year, and I didn't get mine in the ground because I lost the seed. So I'm gonna try to redeem myself. So I kind of focus more on this stuff up closer. It's easier to water. I've got a couple sprinklers there, and I've got a sprinkler at the back. So everything should get water. You kind of wonder about sunlight. It's gonna get quite a bit of sun right through here, but like this part of the day you start seeing the shade come through here, so maybe it gives a little bit of relief. If you kind of look at the tomatoes, my front cages right here, these things were junk. They fell down, I couldn't keep them up. This one was a little taller, did a little better. But these plants, I didn't like them very much. And I think these tomatoes right here were the Jet Stars. That sounds right. I think it was Jet Stars. But these, they got the beetles on them. That's a Jet Star. They got the beetles on them, but they're still kind of leafed out. They're still going. Those are just loaded. And those, I remember, those are celebrities. These guys over here, those were all Goliath, I think, what they call them, Goliath tomatoes. They have nice big tomatoes on there. The vines look really good. There's just not a very big number of them compared to my celebrities. And I've had celebrities in the past and they seem to do really good. So next year, I'm gonna really try to just stick with celebrities because that kind of seems to do the best. So I'm gonna get the okra in the ground and see how far we get. So I tilled this ground and it was a little bit wet. It rained that morning, so it's kind of clumpy out here. Not as fine as I would like it, but it's just the way it is. Planted the seed pretty thick. I just wanted to do one row, a little easier to take care of, I think. I'll cull out the plants once they start growing. So I'm just filling in the holes now. You might be asking, well, where's all the kids at? Why aren't they out here helping you? Well, Philip, he's getting ready for football practice, and it's the first day of full pads. So he's a little nervous about it, excited. It's always fun. I always enjoyed getting the pads on. But he is kind of getting ready for that, resting up a little bit because it's super hot. I told him to be in there drinking some water, get hydrated, and get ready for your practice tonight. And Olivia and Katie, they went and they went to go get some dinner. On Fridays, throughout the week, we kind of like to be sure and kind of eat at the house, but on Fridays, it's kind of our relaxed day, and we'll go grab us a bite to eat, or bring food home to the house. Just kind of get a little break and kind of get ready for the weekend. So kind of a Fridays is our cheat day, I guess. So they're getting some dinner. Woo! It's getting hot out here. It's kind of crazy how you can get over here in the shade and it feels almost like an air conditioner. I can go inside right now and it'd be like a freezer, I'm sure, in there. So I'm gonna kind of cool off here in the shade before I go inside. Well, it's Friday, it's the weekend coming up, and pretty excited. This is the last weekend before school starting, so it's getting kind of hectic a little bit around the place. Katie's getting a little nervous, so if you send some prayers her ways for the school year, and hopefully it's a great year. Kids will learn a lot, and everything goes very smooth. Well, I hope everything is going great in you guys' world. I really appreciate you watching. Means the world to me. And thanks for all the kind comments. And when you're out there in the world, just love people and be kind, and it'll make this place a better world, because it's contagious. Kindness is contagious. I think that it's true. So, well, I can't think of anything else to cover, so this will probably do it for the evening. So thanks again for watching here on Stoked Living. I really appreciate it, and please just like and subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we will see you next time. Bye.